So I decided to sit down and finally make a kitchen towel and some cloth napkins. I had an old pillowcase that I found at a thrift store a long time ago, and I searched for vintage old pillowcases at thrift stores all the time for the purpose of turning them into aprons, and made many, many aprons in the past, but I hadn't made an apron or anything really with the old pillowcases that I've collected over the years for a long time. But this particular one, this pillowcase, I just loved it so much. And the fabric was so old that I was worried that an apron wouldn't hold up. So I didn't want to turn it into that, but I thought a pretty kitchen towel with some cloth napkins to go with it would be a fun project. And so that's what I sat down to do on this particular day. However, my sewing machine was not cooperating and kept stopping and going and stopping and going, and it was really frustrating. I sat down to sew, and I hadn't done that for a very long time. I had serviced my sewing machine and cleaned it out, and it was still not working for me. But I was able to push through to the other side and make something pretty on it. In the end, my old Kenmore sewing machine, we have a relationship. We have an understanding. And sometimes it just, gets the better of me. But this time I won. The struggle is real. The struggle is real. For myself personally, sewing was never an easy thing to learn. I think it's because I'm left-handed. That's what I tell people all the time. Most patterns are not made, and even sewing machines are not really made for left-handed people. And I think it's just the way that my brain works or doesn't work that causes it to be a bit more challenging. But in the end, I'm really grateful that I didn't give up on this very fun hobby, because it's such a fun thing to be able to sew and make something so quickly, and it's finished much quicker than embroidery projects that I do, and I really enjoy it. But the machine itself is daunting, and so I think that it's a machine that you have to become friends with. You have to learn the ins and outs. I went on every YouTube channel I could find to try and find my make and model, my exact make and model, because it's older. I did end up finding this guy. I'll have to put his name in the credits, but he was really helpful showing all the ins and outs of this old Kenmore that I have, that I picked up at a thrift store when we lived in Washington, and I got it for I think $20 or something, and it still had the case, the carrying case and everything. It was in such good shape. And when it was rainy and cloudy up there and I was inside that little tiny cabin in the woods, I just pushed through to the other side and made myself learn how to sew. I'm not great at it. I'll be the first to admit that my sewing is nothing substantial, but it gets the job done, and I have fun creating things with it. So If you're thinking about sewing and are afraid to start, just go for it. It's the coolest thing ever. And if you are already an amazing seamstress, a professional seamstress, please don't watch this video because I'm sure there's all kinds of things that I'm doing wrong. But I hope people enjoy the process.
It's amazing. I guess. Check out NPEA.org for more information, join the magazine to keep history alive. So for anybody who is from New York and you sent a letter back in 1867, we finally got the person to it. And services. They're friendly, knowledgeable, and professional staff will help educate you on products selected. The more secure they are, the better they can be. The more you can do your Go ahead, let me add Jimmy, what do you want to? It's just not loud enough. Oh, yeah. Who said make it louder? No! No. That's not yours, is it? Yeah.